Yo, what up, people? It's your boy, the Live King, coming at you with a quick video. And I have a little tip if you want to hear more audio in the game. And I think I know what the problem is with some of the audio in the game, especially that surrounds the user. So, for context, I use the Dolby Access app. You don't have to buy this, but if you want to control the bass and the highs and the mids, like you need something like this for your game. So I basically turn down some of the lows. Sometimes I keep this up, sometimes I put it down low. But I want to hear more of the mids and the highs, right? So this is how I play. Everybody has different types of ears, hearing, and stuff like that. So this is basically all subjective. So we're going to go back to the game, and you want to go to audio. Once you're in the audio, I want you to go to the UI SFX volume and turn this down. The reason why I say you have to turn this down is because a lot of the audio that that seems loud, like when you're getting shot and you get shot in the head or whatever in the game, the sound is very loud, and it's because of this slider. I had this on 100, so one night I was like, yo, let me just turn this down to see what it does, right? Because sometimes I don't, like, even on my Xbox, I don't have the UI volume, like it's just blank audio. So I'm like, let me turn this down to see what it is. And then I went into a game and I couldn't hear anything. Like I couldn't hear, all the pop-up audios, all the do-doon, doon, do-doon, doon. Like I couldn't hear none of that stuff. So I'm like, oh, so this affects stuff in the game too. So I couldn't even hear myself getting shot. I couldn't hear, the headshots I was giving. I couldn't hear like any of the bullets. I was basically hearing everything except for that. This UI SFX volume is tied to stuff that's in the game. And I think it could be the issue why a lot of audio is getting cut off in the game. I could be wrong. Like 2K does the same thing. They bunch a whole bunch of settings in one slider, and then when you turn it down, it affects a lot. So that's one thing I did when I was talking to some of the devs with this game is that I was saying you guys should just allow us to have our own, volume control within the game, so we can control what kind of audios are being played. Like if you want to turn up footstep audios and more ground level volumes, we should be able to do that, because a lot of people are having issues with the audio in the game. But they kind of, I was skeptical with the audio until I tried this and I realized this is causing some of the problems that I was hearing. So I played a bunch of games last night and I was actually doing pretty good. The winter offensive audio is so bad when you're outside, like the ambient noise is so loud. This actually helps helps with that. So this basically helps with a lot of the randomness audio that is too loud in the game, that's basically surrounding your player.
We no longer hold Alpha. Be advised, enemy forces have the upper hand. Let's regroup. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Let me know what you guys think. I've done extensive testing. I had it on 50. I had it on 0. I think 70 is the sweet spot where you can hear, bullets, and you can actually hear yourself getting shot. You can hear yourself shooting opponents and stuff like that. And it's actually a lot better. It's a lot more clearer. You don't have a lot of stuff drowning out the Footstep audio when you really don't need it. So I think they need to look at this slider to see what they have that can possibly be cutting out some of the audio. But yeah, you guys can follow my other YouTube on the OBJ. I do post a lot of stuff over there too. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, I'm out. Peace.